Welcome. Welcome to our first episode of Too Real for TV. This is a podcast where we talk about everything. We touch bases on everything that's trending, everything that you want to hear about, learn about, and more. But we specialize in sports and mainly football. Today, we're going to jump straight into it. We're going to talk about what's trending. And this is something that should have been talked about for a while now. This is like 4 or 5 years in the making, if not longer. We're talking about the running back and the pay that the running backs do not receive and the pay that the owners do not want to give. Okay. We're going to not only just talk about it, we're going to come up with a solution here. On this channel, we're going to come up with solutions that can really help, and with the help of you guys, comments, you already know how it works, YouTube and social media, it runs the world, to be honest. It's power in number, and now these likes and followers and all these numbers, represent people. And we can get some stuff done if we all just, stick together and push the topic together, like really. And on this channel, we're going to always keep it honest and non-biased. We just all about what's right. And it's always two sides to everything. So with that being said, let's jump into it. Okay. The pay with the running backs. The issue is with the running backs right now is the owners do not want to pay the running backs what they're worth because of injury. Let's take Saquon Barkley, for instance. Saquon suffered an injury, I believe it was 2 years ago, year before last. And he bounced back last year in his one of his last years of his contract year. It was his last year of his rookie contract. And he had his best season ever. So this offseason, he was looking to get paid after you explode back onto the scene and do what you do and show up you still Saquon Barkley and lead the team to the playoffs for the first time in years. Okay. Any other position, quarterback does that, anybody does that, they're going to be paid. But with the injuries that running backs suffer, let's just be honest, it's the most grueling position running back is. They don't want to pay. But when we're talking about not only a franchise running back and player on the field, but we're talking about a franchise person off the field. Saquon Barkley and others like him, they bring money to the franchise not only through ticket sales and merchandise and all that, but also just from people wanting to represent the logo again, to come out and say, hey, I'm a Giants fan again, to be excited, off seasons, all type of things. People are back on the bandwagon with the Giants. Even me, I'm back paying attention to the Giants. I remember the Giants when they were, at the top and won 2 Super Bowls with Eli Manning. You got the fans who are fans back when it was Lawrence Taylor coming off the edge, So, hey, these running backs are worth way more than just carrying the ball. And it was a point in time when the running back was the face of the franchise. As we move into the new age where everyone knows the quarterback is slanging it 30 to 50 times a game sometimes. And it's all about scoring points, and the rules change to favor the offense, can't touch the quarterback, all these things. So what we're going to do is try to figure out how can it work for both sides? Trying to figure out what can we come up with. We're going to figure that out right here on this channel. And we're going to push that agenda. And we can push that agenda. We, what make it where we can one day push the agenda and have players on like Saquon Barkley or whoever. Like, it's podcasts out there like, a few with RC and with Brandon Marshall and all these podcasts who got power to do so, but it's certain things that a lot of people don't touch, don't want to get into. You know how it goes because, you know, they might be in bed with certain people. Who knows? But hey, this is my opinion. And you guys let me know what you think in the comments about this, you know, seriously. How can both sides come to agreement? Well, I believe it has to come down to the clauses. There's clauses, as we all know, in contracts. Clauses to figure out, hey, what's the best way to structure this contract where both sides are coming out on top. So this is what I believe. It has to be a contract, or it has to be a clause in these running back contract that says, hey, I might get hurt and I don't want you to be tired of paying me a bunch of money and I'm not out on the field performing. Then it's on the running back's favor to say, hey, I don't want to get hurt and don't get paid nothing. So it has to be a clause that says either if I play half a season and get hurt, you don't have to pay me this full amount that we agreed to. You know, all this promised money, but yet it's still the running back still get paid something, and more than just what they would have been paid, you know, originally in these small contracts. You know, you giving out these small contracts and you guaranteeing, and you're not even guaranteeing the full amount. You know, so either they need to get paid the full amount, get guaranteed the full amount, or the clauses need to break it down, you know, to the T, real small print, and find out how can it work for both sides. You know, there's no way that a running back who contributes on the field, off the field, ticket sales, all these type of things, you can't come to some type of agreement for them to get paid, you know. So that's a rough draft on my opinion on how you can come to an agreement with these running backs so both sides can win and these running backs can get paid. You know, you got Dalvin Cook, he's still out on the market. Christian McCaffrey, he got paid. You know, it's understandable why he got paid. He has, if not the highest usage, one of the highest usages out of anybody in the league. You know, he's touching the ball, whether it's running, whether it's passing downs. You know, they don't even have a quarterback hardly in San Francisco, and ain't in a hurry to get there. Because, you know, the way that Shanahan offense is set up, they're feeding the running back, you know, 60%, 70% of the time sometimes. So he was worth that money. But the same thing goes for Saquon. The same thing goes for Dalvin Cook. Not as much as Saquon and Christian, you know, that's my opinion, but the numbers don't lie. You know, Dalvin Cook was over there with Jeter, with JJ. Justin Jefferson, he's over there with Kirk Cousins. He was over there with Adam Thielen. You know, they picked up TJ Hockenson. You know, it was a few players over there who could get it done. Literally, Saquon Barkley is the only player that the normal average fan can even name from the New York Giants. Like, for real. So these guys got to get paid, man, and there's no reason why they shouldn't be able to get paid. And we kept it short today. You know, this is the first episode, the first you know, YouTube video I've made, and I'm talking about it's rough draft, but hey, we can get real in depth with the information and the history of football and sports and opinion, and more than all, solutions to a lot of these issues, and covering the top trending topics and keeping it true and keeping it honest and non-biased, and you know, and shining light on the ones who deserve get the light shine upon them, man. Like, it's time for sports, especially football, to get back to the gridiron and get back to some real information and some rawness. No knock towards the Stephen A's of the world and this person and that person. But, I really want to touch on a lot of stuff from drafting, from the college aspect to, even high school and coming up in the ranks with these players, man. And, I appreciate you guys for clicking, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. We appreciate you. See you next time.